Hello, hello, and welcome. I've decided to take a little break on building for a bit, and I am doing the Decades Challenge. I'm doing kind of a revised version of the Decades Challenge that starts in the 1890s, and I'll explain everything I'm doing differently in a little bit. And also, you're about 3 years late into seeing what I'm doing. I've decided late that, you know what, I think I'm just going to record and share what I'm doing since I'm not really building a whole lot right now. So we have the Doolin family, and this is right before the year 1893. It'll be 1893 the next day, and we are two children and one death in so far. And I'll pull up, we've lost one baby so far. We've lost Alma, and we had Bert is our second baby. He's about to be a toddler. And then we had a third baby, which is Abe. And then I think in a little bit, we'll add some more babies, but right now, as you can kind of tell by looking at everyone's stats, we need to take a day to get our lives under control here. So we're going to do that. And what else can I say to catch you up? I'll try to put some pictures up on the screen of the notes that I'm taking. I'm not doing this in kind of the traditional sense. I can't keep track of everything to where every 4 or 5 days is a year. That's a bit too much for me. But every season then is going to be a year. So whenever the new season starts, uh-oh, what's happening? Whenever the new season starts, every 7 days, that will be a new year. We gotta get everyone under control here. That will be a new year, and then on Sundays, all of the births will happen, or birthdays will happen, and we'll just kind of go that way. I've revised some things in order to not use mods or to have a whole lot of CC. Why isn't she taking care of the baby? To have a lot of CC, I'm making the life stages be a little different. Right now, our adults are young adults, and this will be, this starts at age 16, since back in the 1890s it was normal to get married so young in life. They'll be 16, so she's about 19 now, and let's see, Burl Doolin is almost 20, right? Yeah, he'll be almost 20. And then the adult stage will start at about 21, and then since life expectancy was so much lower, elder will be at 35. And then that'll get them to about, mid 40s or so for them to pass on. And that was just kind of how it went back then. Everything happened so early in life, and everything progressed very quickly. And so here we are, we're 3 years in, and we're just kind of taking a day to get everything under control. These infant stages are very demanding, and as you can tell, everything's kind of messy and falling apart. And so we're just going to take some time and clean up, and then we'll go from there. And I'll probably come back in right at the start of 1893, and we have some birthdays, and we'll take a better look at how everything's going. Okay, so it's almost, right now it's midnight, and not a whole lot got done. Everyone is stinky, everyone's exhausted, no one's really having fun. A baby got put outside in the rain, and that took a few minutes to get him to bring the baby back in. And no one's enjoying themselves, and I feel like that is probably like right on the nose for living this like rustic life in the 1800s. None of the gardening got done, and that was probably the last good harvest we're going to have for the next year. I don't have a whole lot of winter plants, and I bet it's too cold for him to go ahead and plant. We have a bunch of seeds, but I don't think that he's going to be able to do much with that. And now it's going to be winter, so we're going to see. What else can I say? We did have some lot traits. So we have the homey lot trait, natural light, and a natural well. And then our lot challenge is, of course, being off the grid. So those are, somewhat helping, and then some of them definitely are not making this any easier. We just have a nice little one-room cabin. I'll wait for everyone to wake up here. We have a nice little one-room cabin, some rocking chairs. We have the covered clothesline because that will make it somewhat usable for us. We have bees. We have a full chicken coop, an outhouse slash bathhouse, a very messy garden at some point. I will probably like straighten that up and make that make a little more sense. And here we are. I think we're gonna, oh my god, everyone is so mad and sad. Oh, and cold. That's right, it was warm the day before, so we shut the heat off. We should probably turn the heat on so we don't freeze. Let's get Bert here under control somewhat, and then we will age him up into a toddler, and that is probably not going to make life any easier. He's so flustered, he doesn't know what to do. Just, oh my gosh. Hurry up. You're freezing to death. Okay, feed him. Oh, that seems to be really all he needs right now. Okay, so then... And we have a very dirty house. I was using a vacuum, and then I decided to make it off-grid, so we have very dirty floors, and that's probably going to start bothering them soon. Can at least clean up the dirt piles, and he's peed himself. Oh my god. This got to be like, I think this is the first time he's peed himself, but Marjorie has peed herself quite often. So that's a blast. Bert needs a diaper change. And what is Abe sleeping? Is she just holding him while he's sleeping? Okay, we can put him in the crib. And then we will try to get Bert under control and age him up. And at least then I can build up some of his skills and he can be a little bit more self-sufficient. And then we'll probably make this even worse for poor Marjorie. And start working on having yet another baby. And see, are you gonna, why is she just standing there? I swear, they don't ever want to act right. You didn't do anything? Okay, I got it under control. Okay, I finally got her to move. We have Abe in the crib. So she can go and do the next thing. Light that frickin' fire. And we gotta wake up poor Bert. It's time for him to be just a little bit more self-sufficient. At least able to entertain himself. Give him a bath. Let's try to bring him into toddlerhood, not super stinky. I'm trying to decide if I want to continue to do the death rolls, if they should like be revised because I mean the only ones that I have found, the death rolls that I have found are morbid gamers, and they're for like to start in the 1300s, which in the 1890s I think the death rate was a little bit better than in the 1300s. So I'll have to look into that later. I think for now I'm not going to do any more death rolls. We've already lost one baby, and that was how we lost that baby. But I I think for now I'm gonna skip it. We'll let Bert move on to toddlerhood unscathed and make a decision later on how we want to do that. Let's go inside. It's cold out. I feel like maybe we're finally... It's a good thing about the winter months, I guess. There's a little less to do on the farm. And everyone can kind of breathe a little. Quit moving. Alright, let's... Can I do that from here, or do I have to cheat? I hardly ever use infants and babies, and I kind of... If I play a family, I tend to only have one kid, and I like cheat my ass off through these first stages because they're awful. They are just so awful. Alright, we're gonna put him down. Let's see. Are you gonna... Oh my god. She doesn't want to behave, and it's only like this when I try to record. No, oh, no, 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 no. That's... I am too distracted, and I'm not playing right, and I did that wrong. We're gonna age you back down. Fountain of Youth, you found one. Here you go. Okay, yeah, your back doesn't hurt as much. That's the upside. Okay, click on Bert. And Bert is sleeping. Or just let Bert sleep a little, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is a big family for me, and then according to the challenge, we have to add more, and oh my gosh. You guys are just gonna hear me melt down. When did my clothesline break? I don't know. Okay. Where are the chickens? We could use some feed. We'll feed those chickens. Oops, I don't want to do that. Scatter. A lot of feed. We have 8 chickens. We're gonna feed them. Okay. Yeah, you better go to the bathroom so you don't pee your pants again. This lady needs a diaper. She pees all the time. Okay. Why don't you make some food? My kids thought it was funny. I said she needs a diaper. She does. She's always peeing. And they're always tense and they're always mad. I feel like it's right on the nose. How'd she get dirty? I feel like that's right on the nose for the 1890s, I guess. Roughing it.
I was about to ask what year are you?
We're in 1893. They always want to be squeamish too, and I'm sorry, you don't get to be squeamish on a farm in 1893. If you want to eat, you gotta not be squeamish and just frickin' deal with it. And there's gonna be mess, and there's gonna be blood, and there's gonna be gunk, and get over it. There's bugs. Oh well. You don't have the luxury of being squeamish yet. What does Abe need? Abe needs to eat. And this is how I keep just no one's fully.
Why does the dog look like a bunny?
It's a dust bunny. No one's fully happy at any one time. Why don't you go ahead and... Oh my gosh, now the chicken coop's suddenly dirty. I could have swore I already had them clean it. Why don't you go chorin'. It's time for chorin', Burl. There you go. Alright.
Speaking of chores,
Feed that baby, and then you can put him down here. Okay. And then all of a sudden it's night. Like, oh my god, this is so overwhelming. Okay. We really need some. Oh, yeah, that's right. Add some ice. I've never used some of these appliances off the grid, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So if you find anything I'm doing wrong or that I could do better that would be helpful to me, feel free to leave a comment because, oh my goodness. A salad, that's all she can have is a salad. Because why can't I actually cook things? My stove's off grid. Off grid. Why can't I make other food? Do it. Okay. You know what? I'm already backtracking. We're gonna be on the grid and we're just gonna pretend, okay? Pretend with me. It's gonna be fun. So we don't have to add ice now. We're gonna pretend it's all a game and it's okay. So now serve dinner. Let's see, what would be good for dinner? Why don't you do, I thought there were like stews and stuff. I know she's got some good cooking skills. Oh, do vegetable dumplings. I don't care. Just eat and be happy for once. The baby farted. I don't know if you missed that or not. Babe here just crapped himself. That's great. Dad thought that was funny. Okay. Yeah, Abe's not finding that very funny. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's see. Oh, and our chickens are dirty too. Everything's dirty. Oh, okay. Finally getting some green stats here though for once. So that's nice. Why is Abe sleepy? Okay. Why don't we put Abe to sleep? Why don't you go and have a little talk about personal hygiene here with the chickens. Oh, only 2 of them are dirty. That's not too bad. And then go to bed. You got a long day of roughing it again tomorrow. Why aren't you eating? Like, practicing. You're starving and you're not having any fun. You thought it, yeah, you have hunger pains. And you thought it'd be great to practice singing. I swear to God. Oh my goodness. Just deal with yourself. Holy moly. We still haven't aged up Bert. Bert's like, I'm checking out. Oh, there he is. He's like, I can't freaking handle this place anymore. Yeah, I'd be mad too. You slept for a long time. If you could do that at night so that the rest of your family could sleep, that would have been awesome. Oh my god. Abe pooped again. Is Abe lactose intolerant? What is happening? Bathe Abe. This is why they're so tired during the day. 10 o'clock hits and just all hell breaks loose. Okay. Get fed. Get fed, and then... Let's see, hurry up. Are you not bathing this poor stinky baby? Why? What are you... Okay. Oh my goodness. Alright. Abe, I almost called you Abe. You're Bert. Alright, Bert. Let's just age up because I'm clicking the wrong button. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. You need to grow up a little bit. You stink too, child. Oh my goodness. Everyone stinks. Alright, what are you gonna do? Oh. Cautious my butt. You were inquisitive. You're gonna spend a lot of time outside. Alright, whatever. Why? You got big hair. Wow. And you're two in. Oh my gosh. Look at that face. Zoom in. Oh my gosh. And he's making musical toot toots. That's funny. Okay. I think we need to add a potty chair though. Maybe we can start you on the road to being a little bit self-sufficient here, child. Okay. Also probably should save before I get too wrapped up in anything. Okay. Alright. Now, Mom, why don't you potty train Bert? A strict family dynamic. Yeah, I feel like that's probably going to be true for most families back then. Alright. And then you can put him to bed. What is still struggling? We're over here just a struggling. I feel like Abe's bugged out or something. Like it's just drop the baby. It's not even giving me the option. What is wrong with this? No, we're not gonna go night-night. Oh, you're clean. You were cleaned. Okay. What the heck is... No one knows what they're doing. Go to sleep. Okay. Why are you mad? Because your clothing's wet. I don't know what to tell you. Deal with it. Just suffer. Okay. Go to bed. Well, I guess 2 a.m. is probably the best, like, bedtime they've had since having babies, so, alright. We're doing okay now. Okay, it's the next day. Everyone's awake except Abe. He woke up a little while ago. And I think that we should get a couple toys. There really aren't many that are very time appropriate, but let's see what we can find. Let's see, we're just going to pretend that these are made of wood. And we're going to call it good for the toys. When it's warm out, they'll probably just spend most of their time outside. Let's face it. But they need some stuff for the winter. I don't know what all they should have. Probably won't do a dollhouse because they're boys, and let's face it, in the 1800s, we weren't very willing to let boys and girls play with each other's toys or whatever, but we'll do a couple toys. They can somewhat maybe play with each other. I've never had a toddler and an infant at the same time, so I'm not quite sure how they can even interact. We will find out. Okay. It's probably enough of that. Why is Mom mad? She's not having fun. Also, I don't think I put Abe's baby print thing up. Let's do that. Mom's not having any fun. I don't know what to tell you, lady. Read a book.
Tranquil.
That's what I tell my kids when they tell me that they're bored and not having any fun. Read a stinking book then. Okay, let's see. I think we're gonna probably wrap it up for now. I think in the next episode we'll start expanding the family a little more. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was very, very, very loud music. Okay, what was I saying? We will work on expanding the family in the next episode, and at some point pretty soon we'll start expanding the house. I think we're going to build a room up here that'll be mostly for like the kids, like big kids and up. And we'll probably just do a ladder. There's not like a ton of room for stairs. Also, I think for the big kid age, so right now Bert just turned into a toddler. I'm making that be age 2. It's a pretty good age to start kind of learning more potty training, stuff like that. So we'll make that be 2, and then I think at 4 I'm going to have them turn into kids. Even though 4-year-olds really aren't like big kids, they are a little more self-sufficient than toddlers. So I think we'll do that, and then I'm not quite sure about like the teen years. That'll probably mostly be preteen, I guess, since 16 will be adults. So like right here we have Burl who's 20 and Marjorie who's 19, and they're young adults for a little bit longer. So, and now, of course, we didn't have enough cleaning to do. Bert's making a mess. I also need to update Bert in Cass because I think that his aesthetic's probably not quite matching what we want. So I'm going to call it good for today. I'm hoping to do at least 1 episode a week for right now, and then the rest of the videos for me will continue to be like build with me's, and we'll just kind of go from there. I don't make any promises because I have ADHD and kids, and we homeschool, and we're busy, and I can relate with Marjorie on a personal level with feeling like your head's spinning at all times. So we'll see how often I'm able to do this. I'm hoping at least once a week, and that'll be it for now. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon.